ठीक है. We are entering into a different field from today. It is a very subtle and a profound field of knowledge. Like the earlier speakers so nicely explained, both the Oriental and Occidental views. It makes the next speaker a little easier to deliberate upon and then come up with something totally different. In fact, Vithalji has taken the thunder out of my what I wanted to say. But anyway, I'll reinforce. I'll again say that, but in a logical manner. So who am I? So everybody thinks about everybody, but they seem to have not got any answer so far. So this field is, but the body is a field of energy, whether ये electrical energy है, magnetic energy है, electromagnetic है, कुछ और है. But definitely it is a storehouse of the energy, and it's like a power grid that we have been blessed with. And this is a great opportunity which the human being, to be born as a human being, is a divine boon and a great opportunity. A great opportunity for what? I think we need to examine which majority and most of the time, if not all of them, human beings who seem to be not focusing at all, especially in a materialistic pursuit and the hedonistic pursuit of the world. And what with the diversity, the reinforcement on the diversity, the celebration of diversity are being talked about these days, then the Sanatana talks about unity, that is yoga, and the motto, the tagline of India is also the unity in diversity. Bhinnatva mein ekatva dhunna. This is at a sociological level is one thing, and a spiritual level, especially when we are talking about Bhagavad Gita, which is a Yoga Shastra, and then Upanishad Sara, Brahma Vidya. The connotation becomes extremely important. While it is a philosophical treatise, as I keep saying, it is also the most practical manual ever made available to humans for their enlightened living out here and realization and mukti or liberation or bliss. Having said that, it is a field of energy with a tremendous potentiality built in. Like Adi Shankara says, Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham, that's what he says in Viveka Chudamani. So while several things like Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maiduna are same to all the living beings, what makes the human body different from every other body or everybody else is the spirit which is there and the intellect. The manas also is there for animals. Buddhi is also there in a latent manner in animals also. But the discrimination power, the vivechana jnana, vivechana shakti, that is why he is named the jewel, the crushed jewel of discrimination, Viveka Chudamani. Viveka has got a fantastic connotation in our this thing. Having said that, Jentunam Narajanam Durlabham, then that's what he said. So it is a rare opportunity which is a result of several pious deeds over different janmas, because we believe in reincarnation and then Punarjanma theory. That is the essential aspect of the Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism, as we call it. So then he started, without getting into the actual slokas, the chapter deals with Kshetra and then Kshetrajna. So then the Kshetra is the field and Kshetrajna is the knower of the field. Who is the knower of the field he is talking about? One is, of course, let us focus on we human beings at a mundane level, at a temporal field level, as knower of this field. The second one is who is the actual Antaratma, who is the Paramatma, the knower of the all fields. In a logical manner, let us try and then understand. And okay, we agree that it is a great, rare opportunity to be born as a human being. Then what is the purpose? Is it only khao piyo maja karo ke liye? Because that is there for every living being. Then what is the chief purpose in our dharma? The Dharma Shastras have very clearly given as Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, and Moksha is the Parama Purushartha, the chief purpose or the aim of the human life. So by living a righteous living and enlightened living, by knowing who am I, what is my body, what is this body for? But in normal parlance, we use that Sharira Adyam Kalu Dharma Sadhanam, because this body isn't it an instrument or a tool to achieve a chief purpose, which is dharma, the righteousness. So are we using it for dharma? So for that we need to know what is dharma. In earlier chapters we discussed that the Bhagavan himself is the Shaswata Dharma Gopta. We discussed this. So he is the dharma. By knowing the Bhagavan and his ways and his Swarupa and Lakshana, by knowing that we would know what is dharma. It need not be the ethical framework or the moral framework or the code of conduct that each country or each society or each organization, each family, each individual, it one way at one level it is a subjective matter. There are other heuristics which are thumb rules, which are also the universal ethics and then laws that govern. So that's why they call it Sasmat Chatram Pramanante. So that Shastra has to be taken as the standard and the benchmark. So is it for bodily pleasures or is it to achieve something else is the fundamental question. So the humans seem to be getting confused as to who am I? And the entire pursuit of life and the span of life is only to realize, and all Vedanta and then all Divya Jnana and then the knowledge, divine knowledge is also talking about Swaswarupānusandhana, Atma Jnana. These are the ones. People tend to look at it from a Bhakti Margi, so look at it in a Dvaita Bhava that Paramatma is different and Jivatma is different. And with this bodily sadhana, and the body is an opportunity and instrument to do the effort and then sadhana to reach somebody who is a different entity than me, that is Bhagavan. That is one way of approaching. The other one is actually the human being human is actually we are not human beings, but we are spiritual beings having a human experience in this life. Normally, we may think that we are human beings trying to achieve some spiritual enlightenment in life. Actually, we are Sunvantu Vishwe Amrutasya Putraha. We are the eternal souls which are given the opportunity based on our karmas in this form of and then we are born in a particular yoni or a geography or a family with some samskaras and then the vasanas. So based on that, the sooner we realize with the help of this divine sahi knowledge, right knowledge, and then right Guru Upadesha, because here Guru ka avashyakata bahut maina rakhta hai, and then that we all understood and we have. No one knows that who am I, but we keep giving us labels, starting with our own name, Shriram. इसके बाद श्रीराम दर्भा, इसके बाद गोत्र एंड देन ए फैमिली खानदान, इसके बाद मैं ग्रेजुएट हूँ, मैं पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट हूँ, मैं डॉक्टरेट हूँ, मैं मैनेजर हूँ, मैं सीईओ हूँ, मैं वाइस प्रेसिडेंट हूँ, मैं ये हूँ वो हूँ, ये अचीव किया हूँ वो अचीव किया हूँ, और ये भी these are the self claims that we say and then seek some kind of a adulation and then appreciation and only to position ourselves and then seek some kind of a higher recognition, sometimes more than what we are and what we deserve, and we keep indulging in that kind of positions and possessions. These two things, I think we are getting stuck with the bodily pursuits. Then what is it? And is it the soul? It is the Atma जो बोलते हैं, जो परमात्मा जो होता है वही आत्मा सही सभी में है. If that is there, then how am I seeing it differently and why am I not seeing every day? That is because of Maya, the illusion, which is covering it and then which is making it blind about it, and which is which is making us fall for the pleasures and sensory pleasures. So in order to know that and then break that Maya illusion with the help of the right knowledge, and then looking at the right knowledge, we will be able to see clearly that the soul, the Paramatma is nothing but it is the same which is in all Jivatmas. For that he has given a beautiful example. Like for example, even in the creation also, so kamayata bahusyam prajaye, that's what he said, and then afterwards he said tat susva tadevanu pravishetu. That's what Upanishad Taittiriya is saying that. So when he is created that, he entered into them. So that clearly mentions that he is there everywhere. So Nachasthani, Nachamatstani, that's what also he said. He said erstwhile in another chapter. With these Pramana Vakyas and Shruti Vakyas and Upanishad Vakyas, ये सिद्ध होता है. And the dilemma may compound, like for example, I am reminded of a old Hindi song, and that is the beautiful name of the movie is also Sangam. Sangam is also unison, ए मेरे सनम उसमें क्या है, if you remember, एक जिस्म मगर दो जान है हम. So I would like to say that एक जान है दो जिस्म मगर, एक जान है दो जिस्म. तो एक्चुअली एक जान है दो जिस्म.
ऐसे नहीं चलेगा.
So this is what
संगीत के महारथी हैं. ये संगीत के
Yeah, I
महारथी
know,
आपके
but
साथ हैं. ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. गा के सुनाना पड़ेगा. ऐसे नहीं चलेगा.
अच्छा, गा के सुनाना पड़ेगा तो वो भी कहीं कभी. और आप जानते हैं तो anyway, coming to the thing is that so same thing is echoing in Mundakopanishad, and then it is said in Shvetashvatara also, is that Vasuparna Sayuja Sakhaya Tamanam Vruksham Parisasva Jate, understand, and Avijakasiti, that's what it says, Atayoranya Pipalams Vagvarte, Anastanyanya Avichakasiti. So it is also like two birds perched on the same tree. Vriksha is there. That is the field that which we are talking about. And then one is Jivatma and Paramatma, the other one is though part of it on the tree only. One is witnessing as a Sakshi, and the other one is actually enjoying the benefits. Similarly, there are the Eki Atma hai, though bodies may, it is appearing as if it is in the two bodies and then operating. Then if Paramatma agar sabhi mein hai to, एक one is poor and then one is rich, one is good, one is bad, one achieved something, one is not able to achieve something. ये difference क्यों है करके दुविधा में भी पड़ सकते हैं. उसका answer is very clear that it is the karma, the vasanas that we carry, the pious deeds, and then the other things which we do. That is the fundamental aspect of the Sanatana, and that is why it is important to do and perform the pious deeds, so that we cleanse the sins and also deposit for the future janmas and then the karmas. That is how it has to be understood, and that is the kshetrajna. Is that kshetrajna, that is the knowledge about this field. The other kshetrajna is know that who is behind all the fields. There may be a grid, but power has to come into the grid to be distributed. So where is this source of the power? Whether prana ka ho, या आत्मा का हो, या अंतरात्मा का हो, या परमात्मा का हो. तो the switch जो main switch है उनके हाथ में होता है. That जब तक वो switch on नहीं होता है, grid या appliances शुरू काम नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो उसी यही जानने से या आसान हो जाता है. I think that's how it should be understood, and then more details can be understood and related to the practical day-to-day life also from this sublime chapter of 13 is what my take is. Thank you.
Great.